The Nigerian Army has asked Amnesty International and the International Criminal Court to take immediate action and hold the outlawed indigenous people of Biafra and its sponsor Simon Ekpa accountable for crime against civilians in the southeast. Welcome back to Biafra News. Support Biafra, people of goodwill. Ada Biafra here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on where you're watching me from. Biafrans, I bring you another update. Biafra Prime Minister posted this very news headline from Punch News on his official X handle, and I'll bring the full details on Punch News page. I'll bring you the full details of this very news, so pay attention as we continue. Before I do that, I would like to welcome all the new and old subscribers. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, please kindly click the red subscribe button, turn on the notification bell right beside it to enable you get notification once I upload a new video. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comment at the comment section. So dear friends, this very news headline is from Punch newspapers, and Biafra Prime Minister posted it. Nigerian Army calling on international communities, or calling on Amnesty International and the International Criminal Court to take immediate action against the outlawed indigenous people of Biafra and its sponsor Simon Ekpa accountable for crime against the civilians in the southeast. No, I want to understand something, because it's obvious that these people don't really know what they are doing. They are the ones terrorizing Biafra and invading communities in Okwama, in Imo State, in every part of Biafra land, and we are resisting them. They are the ones calling on international community, or calling on Amnesty International and International Criminal Court of Law. Well, Biafra Prime Minister said they should be faster with the ICC, because we have a lot of evidence to tender while we are defending ourselves. Nigeria terrorist army have been the one terrorizing Southeast. The time they were bombarding Southeast and our people were calling on international communities, they did not run to Amnesty, or they did not run to ICC, telling them the atrocities and the terrorism they are bringing to Southeast. Now that we are defending ourselves, they are calling on international communities, calling on Amnesty, calling on the International Criminal Court to do what exactly? They can't win this war. Not now, not ever. Victory is assured. For we, the indigenous people of Biafra, the hunters have become the hunted. Nigerian Army were the ones terrorizing Biafra land before now. The whole world knows that. We have all the evidence. They should be fast with their ICC, so that's where we want to meet them. A bank actually meet these zoo terrorist killers in army uniform and zoo terrorist state. Let them go to ICC. We have all the evidence of the atrocities, the terrorism, killing and kidnapping in Biafra land. So we are waiting for them, like Biafra Prime Minister said. We have compared 35 pages of Nigeria human rights violations against Biafrans, and we tend to, submit 500 pages. And they don't know what is coming. So, Biafrans, before I continue with the analysis, I would like to continue with this very news. Biafra Prime Minister said, but you called our government that over 50 million Biafrans has given their mandate on an online country. They called Biafra government that over 50 million Biafrans has given their mandate an online country. Am I no longer, Biafra Prime Minister said, am I no longer an online Prime Minister? I am asking the terrorist Nigerian Army. Okay, Biafra Prime Minister posted this very news headline. Now let me go to Punch newspapers and bring you the full details of this very news. So pay attention as we continue. Zoo terrorists, killers in army uniform are the ones calling on Amnesty International and ICC, whereas they have been the ones terrorizing Biafra land before now, and we keep crying, calling on EU, UN to come to our rescue, and they said we should go and do the needful, that nobody is coming to help us, that it's up to us to do the needful, and now we are doing the needful. The reason the indigenous people of Biafra Republic government in exile, and Biafra Defense Forces not hiding the defense of Biafra land. We are putting the whole world on notice. We called on them when Nigerian Army was bombarding Biafra land, southeast. This same southeast that Nigeria terrorist army are telling you, hold Simon Ekpa accountable for crime against civilians in the southeast. Who is going to hold the bandit and SWAT, Boko Haram, that have been terrorizing indigents, or should I say, residents in the north? Who are they going to hold accountable for those ones? Why are they bothered about Southeast? We are flushing their terrorist killers in army uniform coming to Southeast to terrorize Biafrans, kill Biafra mothers and children. Bombard Southeast. We are resisting them, flushing them out. Southeast is for Biafrans. And if we don't defend our land, nobody is going to defend us. We don't have people that speaks for all those idiot flavors that call themselves Southeast, their politicians, don't defend us. The reason we gave them vote of no confidence, we are defending ourselves and we are not hiding the defense of Biafra land from the world. So let the Afonjas and Ifajunas keep ranting. Let zoo terrorist killers in army uniform, or should I say zoo terrorist army, continue ranting and calling on international criminal court and Amnesty International. We are the ones that are supposed to call them, which we did before now, and they turned blind eyes and fend deaf ears. And now we are doing the needful to the terrorists that have been terrorizing us. They are the ones now calling on the Amnesty International and the ICC. Well, dear friends, I'm sorry. I know some of you will say I talk too much because a lot is going on that Zoo, Brown Envelope, Gutter Media don't report. The secret silent war Nigeria terrorist army bringing to Southeast. They are not reporting it. They are not covering it. And we are here putting the whole world on notice. So he said, Army asks ICC orders to take action against IPOB. All right, the Nigerian army... Are these people not funny? The Nigerian army has asked Amnesty International and the International Criminal Court to take immediate action and hold the outlawed indigenous people of Biafra and its sponsor Simon Ekpa accountable for crime against civilians in the southeast. So the Nigerian army that invaded Okwama, which civilians were they terrorizing, please? Which civilians were they terrorizing in southeast? Nigerian army that was bombarding southeast before now. Who is going to... Okay, they are not supposed to be held accountable for terrorizing, killing certain buildings and their properties are blazed in southeast. It's those defending themselves against these terrorists that they're supposed to... Amnesty International and ICC supposed to hold accountable. And we are flushing Zoo terrorist army and putting a stop to their genocide and atrocities in southeast, and we all don't want any explanation. Let them go to ICC like Biafra Prime Minister said. They should be fast about it. So we must continue. We must continue. He said sponsor Simon Ekpa accountable for crime against civilians in the southeast. He said the international community must condemn the mistreatment in the strongest terms of an armed and law-abiding citizens by IPOB in the region. The army made the call in a statement by its spokesman, General Onyema on Sunday while reacting to a viral video that showed IPOB members torturing an ex-soldier of the Nigerian army. First of all, there was no torturing in that video. That is how they push their lies and propaganda. But we are here to debunk it. First of all, that video is on the channel, it's on my channel here. So go there, you will see the video there. There was no torture in that very video. And the so-called retired ex-corporal himself confirmed that he was not mistreated and he was not beaten. Rather, he was given a second chance not to come back to Biafra land. You are an ex and a retired ex-corporal. What exactly were you doing in Southeast? In a viral video circulating where IPOB members were. There is nothing like IPOB. It's a government. What we are in government now. There was no torture in that video. So disregard their lies and propaganda. All right. So we must continue. They still haven't told you people what a retired ex-corporal was doing in Southeast Bush. Okay, we must continue. The statement read: the Nigerian army has has taken serious note of a disturbing video circulating online posted by self-proclaimed Prime Minister of IPOB, Simon Ekpa. The appealing footage and the ex-soldier Corporal Adewale, who honorably retired from the Nigerian army 6 years ago. And these people not funny. 6 years ago, so that agile young guy retired. He honorably retired since 6 years ago. So what brought him back? To the extent of him not being in the north, not being in the west, not being in middle belt, but in southeast. Exactly. What was that brought him to southeast? Since he retired, he honorably retired since 6 years ago. Are you hearing that? You see the lies they keep feeding you, gullible one Nigerians. Okay, we must continue. He honorably retired since 6 years ago, but he was captured in Southeast Bush by Biafra army. Oh, really? Okay. Okay, we must continue. There is no torturing in that video. There was no torturing in that very video. He said he retired since 6 years ago. There was no torturing in that video. All right. Honorable retired from the Nigerian army 6 years ago was subjected to brutal torture by the so-called IPOB/Biafra Biafra Liberation Army. Oh, okay. He himself confirmed that he was not tortured. You see the people that are running to ICC, they are running to ICC with lies and propaganda. But we have evidence to counter them. We are going there. That is why Biafra Prime Minister said they should be fast about it. We'll meet them there. There was no torture in that video. Even the soldier himself said it. They would say, oh, he was forced to say it. He was not tortured. There was no torture in that video. Well, we must continue. He was also forced to deliver considered message to active military personnel, urging them to abdicate their constitutional responsibility and abandon their duties. This defenseless citizen was further compelled to falsely claim he was treated well while being held captive. It must be equivocally stated that the claim by IPOB and its terrorist leader that ex-corporal Adewale is still serving in the Nigerian army is far from the truth. This outrageous propaganda by the IPOB terrorist group is undoubtedly an attempt to justify their savage mistreatment of an unarmed, law-abiding citizen who served his country. Okay, meritoriously, such dehumanizing act must be condemned in the strongest term by the international community. Oh, okay. So this so-called law-abiding retired ex-corporal found himself in Southeast with AK-47, or should I say with arms and ammunition, or better still with an armor tank in Southeast. You people should be fast about it. We are waiting for you to do terrorists in ICC. So they continue. They said that the Nigerian army therefore urge all Nigerians to disregard this malicious video and stand united against the act of terrorism perpetrated against Nigeria and particularly the good and the law-abiding people of Southeast Nigeria by IPOB terrorists. It is no gainsaying that an overwhelming majority of Nigerians in the Southeast and across the nation have already rejected criminal propaganda spread by IPOB. Is this not funny? Well, we must continue. The savage treatment of innocent citizens like Cobra, Adewale, and other law-abiding Nigerians must not be treated with levity. We call on all relevant international organizations, including Amnesty International and International Criminal Court, to take immediate action and hold Simon Ekpa and other IPOB terrorist elements accountable for these heinous crimes. According to the statement, the Army and other security agencies had recently intensified operation to fight terrorism and insurgency in the Southeast and other parts of the country. So they will not go, Nigerian army will not go to the north and fight insecurity there and fight insurgency. Let me not say insecurity, and fight insurgency. They are always bothered about Southeast. Whereas they are the ones creating this insecurity you're hearing about in Southeast. We are resisting them, putting a stop to their terrorism and their genocide in Southeast. The atrocity, that is what Biafra Defense Forces are doing. But you see the way they are lying through their teeth, making the world believe, oh, there is more insecurity in Southeast than the North. We keep telling them that they can't win this war. Not now, not ever. Their lies and propaganda cannot sell. This is not 1967 nor 1970. This is 2024. And we are here. Everybody have phone now, internet. Any lie and propaganda, we are here to debunk it. There is no way for them to push lies and propaganda against indigenous people of Biafra in this 21st century. Not now, not ever. We are here. So we must continue. According to the statement, the army and all the security agencies had recently intensified operations to fight terrorism and insurgency in Southeast and other parts of the country. It added the recent annihilation of key terrorist leaders in identified terrorist strongholds is indicative of this commitment. The vanishes out of terror by Simon Ekpa and his accomplices must come to an end, as justice will soon catch up with them. They can run, but they can't hide forever. And these people not funny. Who are the people running? Who exactly is running? They are no longer, it's no longer online country. Ah, really? You people haven't seen anything. This is just the beginning. The owners of the land are defending their land, and there is nothing any of you can do about it. Tèrrøríst, I mean, you people are not the ones crying. It was us crying, let me say, 3 years ago, We're the one calling on international communities, calling on Amnesty International, calling on ICC to come to our rescue, that we're being terrorized. That particular time, you will see every blessed day Nigeria Army in Southeast bombarding Imo State. Imo State, precisely. Bombarding Imo State. Certain buildings are blessed. The videos are there. These are not lies or propaganda. We are telling you the real terrorism Nigeria Army was committing in Southeast before now. Now that we have Biafra Defense Forces, they are not the one crying to those we called on before now to come to our rescue. And they turned blind eyes and bent deaf ears, pretended not to know the atrocities of Nigeria Army and the genocide Nigeria Army is committing in Southeast. They are the ones that let them answer them, so that we'll present them evidence and remind them the time we'll call them and bring evidence of the bombardment of Nigeria terrorist army in Southeast before now that we called on them and they turned blind eyes. I need to get that ICC. All of us are going there. If Nigeria army think they are sure of what they are saying, they are not. They don't have any cockroach in their cupboard. Let them go to ICC. It's not about ranting on social media. Let them go to ICC and they see if we'll not be there already waiting for them. We're already there a very long time ago. And late. We have been there waiting for them. So they should be fast about it. That is why Biafra Prime Minister said they should be fast about that their ICC talk. They are going to ICC. They should go there. We're waiting for them. They don't know. Naya prola dia says in HNH. Ha to down. Anyone tola down take arrows in HNH there. Biafra Prime Minister said, dear terrorist Nigeria Army, the Biafra government has complied a summary 35 pages of human rights violations against Biafra people. We will present over 500 pages at the ICC. Please be fast with the ICC. Did you hear that? They should be fast about it. So, Biafrans, I'll stop here. Let me read a few comments from Biafrans. First person said, it is the same Amnesty that already knows Nigeria military as a criminal organization, that the same Nigeria terrorist military are reporting Simon Ekpa to. Exactly. Amnesty International, they confirmed before now how Nigeria army facilitated the disappearance of Biafrans in Southeast. That is the reason Biafra Prime Minister said they should be fast about it. Another person said, against which Southeasterners and indigenous people, did you tell them the truth? Let me say the truth. Nigeria army are the ones killing the indigenous people, while Simon Ekpa and the Biafra government are the ones defending the indigenous people. 100% fact, verified. Okay. Never civilians. They are Fulani terrorists that were integrated into Nigeria terrorist government of drug kingpin Bola Tinubu. All right. Another person said, you guys are Nigeria army, you guys are very funny. You are going to ICC to report yourself, really? They said crime are being committed by Nigeria army, military to civilians in Biafra land and environs. There are more than 1,000 proof everywhere and on social media. Another person said, just imagine the level of stupidity these people are showing. I'm telling you. The Nigeria criminal army that kills innocent unarmed Nigerian protesters, the bloody cases are already with Amnesty International. The Amnesty itself, no power to do anything. Okay. That is it, dear friends. I'll stop here. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comments at the comment section. Biafra Prime Minister said Nigeria army, told Nigeria army to be fast with the ICC report. Kaya meet at that place. Biafra Liberation Army gonna called also terrorist army 247 in Biafra. As long as they step their terrorist foot into Biafra land. So that is it, dear friends. I will stop here. Victory remains ours and our gallant men in all fronts against the enemies. He said that the gods of Biafra land, our ancestors, guide and protect them for us. More strength to you, Biafra Prime Minister. Carry on. Biafrans are solidly behind you. Thank you all.